massive train derailed Friday, 20 of them carrying hazardous materials, as flames lit up the sky in northeastern Ohio.
The evacuation order is in place for anyone within a mile radius of the crash site.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the fucking shit! The fucking shit they burn off in East Palestine! This is not fucking storm clouds! Look at it!
I got arrested because I was trying to do a live report about people today.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe. Residents say they can still smell chlorine. They've complained about their eyes watering when they go outside, and one woman says the noxious air killed her chickens.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down and went very fast.
Look at all these fucking crows. I'm not kidding. This is within 10 miles of East Palestine.
If you have not evacuated, please leave the area.
No, tak tohleto video jsem viděl jako první. A pak si říkám, tyjo, co to je? To je nějaký fake, ne? Tak jsem začal jako googlit, co je vlastně East Palestine. Tak je to prosím tě tady u Pittsburghu. Američani mají všechno, tak mají i východní Palestínu. A tady vypadá, že se to stalo. Tady je trať. A tady vypadá, že se stala ta nehoda. Opravdu, že to asi jako nebude fake. Tak jsem googlil dál a našel jsem různý články o tom. Videa, že jako prostě umírají tam zvířata a takové věci, jako úplně, jako cože. A nikde o tom nepíšou, jako na Seznamu, jo, nebo novinky. Úplně jako jsem překvapený.
Taylor Holzer and his family run Parker Dairy. It's just outside East Palestine's original evacuation zone. Taylor is an ODNR registered fox keeper. A couple of his foxes broke their legs trying to run after the initial derailment. One of his foxes even died.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down, and he had liquid diarrhea and just went very fast.
Taylor tells me all of his foxes have been sick and acting different since the weekend. Some have abnormally puffy faces, including the one he's holding. He says they are not eating properly. Many are dealing with stomach issues and are acting lethargic.
Tohle to je jako Austrália, jo. Tohle je nějaký australský deník. A píšou o Ohio. Tak pak jsem tady našel, myslím, že tohle je CBS.
And forced thousands of people from their homes for days.
Now the question is, when did the crew know that there was a problem?
This video, obtained by our news partners at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, was taken by a security camera at an equipment manufacturing plant in Salem, Ohio, some 20 miles from East Palestine. You can see what appear to be sparks or flames under one of the cars as it passes the plant. The NTSB referenced the video at a news conference earlier this week.
We have obtained 2 videos which show preliminary indications of mechanical issues on one of the rail car axles.
That second video came from a processing plant a mile down the track, also in Salem. In front of that plant is a hot box detector, which scans the temperature of the axles as the train passes and sounds an alert if they're overheated.
The crew did receive an alarm from a wayside defect detector shortly before the derailment, indicating a mechanical issue. Then an emergency brake application initiated.
The NTSB says there was an alert, but it is not known if it came from the hot box detector in Salem or the next one down the track 20 miles away in East Palestine, where that derailment happened. And if the alert wasn't triggered when the train passed Salem, why not? I spoke today with a retired Norfolk Southern engineer, Scott Wilcox, who lives in Avonmore.
How would that person know there was an issue?
Generally speaking, after the length of the train has passed over the detector, it will tell you there are no problems found.
The NTSB has obtained the train's data recorder and audio recordings. Those are being analyzed at an NTSB lab in Washington, D.C.
Now, the agency is also checking whether all the detectors were working properly. If the detector in Salem was working and there was no issue, Wilcox says generally it will send a message saying no problem found. The NTSB is expected to release its preliminary findings within 30 days.
No, to rozhodně není všechno. Jo, tady jsou nějaký fotky. Tady Steve Peters píše, že toxicita těch chemikálií vlastně způsobuje úmrtí zvířat na stovky milí daleko. Tady ukazují nějaký 200 milový rádius. To je úplně šílený. A tady potom píše, že 10% populace Ameriky, víc než 30 milionů lidí, žije v Ohio River Basin, takže asi v dosahu té řeky. A že Ohio řeka sama o sobě poskytuje vodu pro víc než 5 milionů lidí. A nikdo o tom nepíšou. No a další vlak zase měl kolizi v Texasu. Během asi 5 dnů se tady stalo asi jako více než 200 nějakých nehod. Jo. Tady to jako nejvíc píšou, že nejvíc asi v severní Karolíně, kde byly jako celkem 3. První byl v lednu 9. ledna. Tady někde u Lory 21. No prostě jako, co se jim to tam začíná dít jako v té Americe. No prostě mají víc jak 200 nehod s vlakama. A poslední, co ukážu, je tady na Infowars, tady to docela taky jako zajímavý, to jsem taky nikde nenašel.
But it comes to the catch. Let's watch.
1 week ago, a devastating train derailment chased residents in East Palestine from their homes.
The image is just incredible of the smoke and fire afterwards. But even as residents are allowed to return, many have come back to a toxic mess inside their homes.
Bree Buckley explains what's next for so many whose lives have been turned upside down.
We could just smell the chemical smell coming inside our house, outside.
It's been 2 days since officials gave the all clear for residents to return to their homes in East Palestine following the fiery train derailment. But the effects still linger, with some saying they're left helpless.
My mattress, my couches, they just smell of the chemicals, my clothes. We're in the midst of washing everything right now, trying to get the chemical smell out.
Regan Parker says she lives just outside the 1 mile radius that was established as the evacuation zone. But she's being told by workers at the Norfolk Southern Family Assistance Center that she's also outside the eligibility for any reimbursement or a $1,000 inconvenience fee that's being handed out.
And they basically just told me that because I wasn't in the 1 mile evacuation zone, that the best that they could do for me was to have someone come into my house and clean.
That inconvenience fee really scares us.
Cleveland lawyer Michael O'Shea is representing a number of East Palestine residents impacted and says he's worried these payments could void any chance for claims down the road.
We were worried that if someone got that check, took that check for that inconvenience fee, that they would be waiving any future right to make any claims, which are totally impossible to determine at this time.
As the town grapples with the decision to return home, worried about what could be left behind.
A lot of people are scared to come home. A lot of people haven't came back yet. We really just didn't have the funds to stay away from home anymore.
We did get late word from a Norfolk Southern spokesperson who says accepting any of those payments is not a settlement of any future claim. I also asked if they'll consider expanding compensation to residents outside the 1 mile radius, but the spokesperson did not address that. Russ.
Okay, Bree Buckley, thank you.
Yeah, $1,000.
No, takže dobrý, takže oni nabídli odškodnění lidem, kteří jsou míly daleko od toho výbuchu, $1,000. A to je všechno. A ono to teď jako vlastně ovlivnilo miliony lidí, zabije to Bůh ví kolik zvířat, Bůh ví kolik lidí, to nikdo neví, to se uvidí, ale jako rozhodně chemikálie ve vzduchu nejsou dobrý, takže rozhodně, když bude pršet i tady, tak budu se hodně rozmýšlet, jestli půjdu ven. No, jako rozhodněte se sami, jako. A hlavně si dohledejte ty věci, co tady ukazují, jako to je fakt úlet. Co nám tady jako prostě zase neříkají.